Oh yeah, they was like, you stay off Tinder. She was like, hell no, I was on there the next day. I was on there right after. As soon as I spent all that little money, I was right back to it. I was like, you crazy.
This is our first live show, Sips and Scripts Live. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Hey.
So we'll start off as we always do and say hello and welcome everybody to Sips and Scripts, the podcast where we make a drink and we talk about one of our favorite movies from the past and the present. Today's pick is Kayla's pick, actually, and it is from the present. So today we are talking about the Tinder Swindler. And for those of you who don't know me, I am Kirsten. I am a cocktail influencer and blogger at lowcountrysocialite.com.
Terrell Bernard, film enthusiast.
And I am Kayla Rose, and I am an entertainment blogger at inmytheater.com. Hey, y'all.
Welcome. Yeah.
But I'm so excited.
It is exciting. It's an exciting time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So before we get started, what's everybody up to? Terrell, what you got going on?
Nothing much, man. The work, kids, wife, regular stuff.
Regular stuff from the life.
Yeah.
Oof, what am I working on this week? Just kind of PR work, all types of work this week. Hopefully we will have our new website up and running by next week too. So I'm working on that too. Yeah.
Okay.
What about you, Kirsten?
Yes, Kayla is our tech person. So yeah. So any technical difficulties, you can just blame them and you can message her at _.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Put her phone number up next. Put it in the chat. So put her phone number in the chat. Put it in the chat.
Right. You can also reach her area code 9. No, this week I started a new job. So
Ooh, congratulations again.
Thank you. And I took my braids out. I've been wearing braids for 2 years.
Have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you look different.
It's so wild that I didn't realize.
No, don't do that though. Don't do that though. You can stop with that.
I realized it, but in my brain I was like, no, maybe she's just transitioning to something else. It's her day before braids. Are you keeping them out?
I'm gonna keep them out for a little while, but I'm like, I don't want to do hair every day. I don't
think I've ever seen you without braids before.
You've seen me without braids.
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever seen you without braids. Well, here we are. Y'all are all getting a special treat. This is new for everyone. Look at her. And your hair is cute too.
I know I look like a 12-year-old on Easter. I know it with these curls. I know.
I'm about to say, there's a picture at your mama's house right now with that same hairstyle. I think you got on it was the AKA, what's it call it? Pageant or something like that.
You and Kayla can collectively go to hell.
It's cute. I like it.
Thank you. You know what? My buddy Shelly is here to take up for me against y'all hooligans.
Those look like laughing emojis, not taking up for you emojis.
Shelly!
I agreed. I just want to put it out there. I agreed. I said, ooh, it looks so pretty. Bump you.
Thank you, Terrell. You just.
I will say no such a thing. You ain't never got to worry about that.
Anyway, you know what? Any freaking way. Back to me taking my braids out. That is what I've been working on. It was like a 10-day process because I hate doing hair and I hate taking braids out. So thank you, Shelly. She said I look beautiful. And y'all are just some jerks. Except for you, Kayla, sometimes.
Thank you.
But as usual, before we dive into our movie, we make us a cocktail. After the Tinder Swindler, there was one drink that was mentioned in there 100 times. What do y'all think that was? Yes, me beautiful. What y'all think that was?
I don't remember. See, you pay attention to some details that I did not. Gin, tequila, like.
I wasn't listening to much the foolishness they were talking about. I'm gonna say what I got to say, but yeah, I wasn't delving deep.
Sinning.
Well, okay. Well, look, homeboy Simon, globe trotting everywhere. The main thing he would order would be champagne. So I was like,
that sounds right.
huh?
That sounds just about right. Champagne, because he was out there.
When he would go out and he would tell his lies, he would wash them down with champagne. So,
champagne
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a cocktail. Huh?
With champagne?
Champagne ain't even that good.
Cocktail with champagne. Yeah, Kayla, you kind of going in and out a little bit, babe. So behave. Anyway, so this cocktail is so cute. I don't even want to drink it. But probably the most popular cocktail to make with champagne is mimosas. I, for one, hate mimosas because I don't like
mimosa.
I know you do. What you say, Terrell?
So you don't like anything. I ain't worried about it.
You don't like anything that
you don't like regular stuff. You don't like regular things.
I ain't got this body yada for no reason. I like
that's funny. No, you like liquor. Like straight liquor. So that doesn't surprise me at all.
I do like the spirits, but I can do a mimosa if it's made with something else other than orange juice. I don't like champagne by itself, and I can't stand orange juice.
Really?
Who doesn't drink orange juice?
Huh?
Who doesn't drink orange juice? That's so weird.
Old people, because it gets in my chest.
Oh, that's
it burns and acid. It ain't comfortable.
Gross.
It's repeating on me. So I made a cherry bomb mimosa.
Ooh.
That is so pretty. But so what you would need for this cocktail is you would get a champagne flute, and you will pour a 1/4 cup of pineapple juice in there, and the jar of cherries that you get from the store, like the maraschino. I never know if I'm saying it right. Maraschino cherries. The little juice from it. Just pour a little splash in there, and then you top it all the way to the top of the glass with champagne, and then you have this pretty little cocktail.
So
perfect for washing down your lies when you're embezzling money from poor, unsuspecting ladies across the globe.
And whatever. You call it what you want. It was not unsuspecting.
Woo, boy. Oh,
hot take.
Okay. Thank you, Rhonda. Well, let's just dive into this movie. This is Kayla's pick, so we're going to let her take us.
So, you guys, the Tinder Swindler is about a true story, even though I would have thought it was made for the movie screens, because I could not believe how crazy these people really were to have fell for this con. It is about a man who posed as a wealthy, jet-setting diamond mogul who conned women on the popular dating app Tinder out of almost $10 million. $10 million. 10 million, and did not get in trouble for it. So that is what the documentary on Netflix is all about. The Tinder Swindler. So let's get into this, guys. Have you ever been on a dating app before? How many of you raise your hand if you've ever been on a dating app?
Raise your hand.
Is it just me? Okay. Terrell, lovely. He has a wife. He's probably never been on a dating app.
Terrell been married since the 80s.
If you've ever been on a dating app, you swipe right, you swipe left. It gets boring. Someone becomes interesting. You start talking. You decide if you want to go on a date. And boom, boom, boom. And this is what happened to some very unexpected women. They saw this really nice looking man on Tinder and said,
Shelly said she's been on a dating app.
Okay, Shelly. Listen, it's hard out here, and especially in these COVID times. That's the only thing you really can do right now. So I halfway feel bad for them, but not that much.
I've been on dating apps. I did Facebook dating, which was not as terrible as the others. It was trash. It was trash, but it was like the top of the trash heap. I did plenty of fish. That was actually the bottom of the trash heap. That was down there where the trash juice is. I did that. I did. You have done online dating, Terrell, but you
ain't no talking nobody on there.
Online dating.
What?
Don't lie to me. You did online dating before it was online dating because long before Rhonda you met people on like Facebook or Black Planet or whatever, haven't
you? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like Tinder or none of this other crap they got.
Shelly, you can't be no quitter, man.
Right.
Can't be no quitter.
But I did, Plenty of Fish, and I signed up for Match and for eHarmony, but man, listen, the way my concentration is set up, can't nobody take the 3 days to fill out that questionnaire. No.
Yay!
No.
It costs money too. I don't like that.
Oh,
I
did not do the paid Match ones, but I did paid Black People Meet, and that was not where the trash juice is. It was like on top of where the trash juice was. So yeah, online dating is trash. There have been some success stories, but
wait, now don't even do that. Because how did you meet your honey? What you call him?
My boo, I did meet online, but if we did not meet on online dating, he slithered. I tease him all the time about how he slithered his leathery demon claws into my DMs on Instagram.
Oh, wow.
Don't do hands like that.
Wow.
That's right. He slithered.
What's up? Oh, somebody's breaking up, Kayla.
Kayla.
Oh, shoot. Kayla broke up.
I don't know what's going on with Kayla.
Kayla is on the album cover right now.
Don't she look like she's going to drop the hottest gospel album of 2020?
You ain't lying.
Yes, Joy on the Inside is the album cover. Golly, that's funny how it froze her. Oh, that is funny.
Oh, man, that is funny. Goodness gracious. Good old technology.
Oh, and now her gone.
Oh, my power is out.
Oh, it might be storming. Is.
Man, we had a storm over here the other night, and it was hailing. Oh, there she go.
Hey! I'm in the semi-country and going out. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you keep freezing up, kid.
Yeah, my power keeps going out.
Now she look like she want me to call her for something. What's that? Call me now. Who's okay?
Kayla, you good?
My power is going out, so it's kind of messing up with my phone and stuff.
Oh,
can you go on can you turn your Wi-Fi off?
I did. That's why I'm wondering why it's going on.
Is the power back on?
It is. Oh no.
Can you turn the power? Is your power on?
Can you turn it back on? Can you just go turn the power back on? Just turn it on.
Can you see
me? No matter if it goes out, just cut it back on.
No, I mean, I'm saying, can you turn your Wi-Fi back on? Because this is not working.
Can you see me now?
You look like stop motion.
Yeah.
Well, Terrell, looks like it's just me and you for a little while until she works that out. But yeah, so Terrell, tell me about Black Planet dating.
I don't know. I'm just on it. I wasn't doing that. I don't talk to nobody. I'd be like, minding my business.
Yeah, because you are a lurking little lurker.
I give people thumbs ups and hearts and all that good stuff. Like, get your little heart.
And that's what a lurking lurker would do. Don't tell me
you know I was there.
Are you an old school Facebook poker? Tell the truth.
No, I ain't never did that.
Yeah, okay.
That's something I can't get, man. No, I don't even know what the purpose of that was. What was you trying to do?
That was a very weird feature that Facebook had for a while there. Do they still have it? Rhonda, before he was your husband, he was my ragged ass cousin. So I get to talk about it.
Wait. I'm not a raggedy. Still your cousin, but I'm not raggedy.
Girl, it's high time you love you in a minute. But yeah.
Thank you, dear, for standing up for me. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Losers, the whole pack of you. Well, since Kayla has dropped off, you seem Oh, the Hey Big Head of Facebook.
Oh, that's what that was?
Yes, it was.
Yay! Kayla's
Okay.
back. No.
You're not.
Hey.
Well, Terrell, you have some. Welcome back, Kayla. Everything
Hi.
good?
Yeah, my power went out and then my bars dropped down to 1. So
There's some kids.
Welcome back. Well, did you finish taking us into
The Tinder
the
Yeah.
swindler of Tinder?
Yeah, so
This was so convoluted.
This followed 2 women, and each of their stories were pretty much the same. They met this guy off Tinder. He started off real nice. He wanted to meet up with them before he flew out of the country. And when they met him, it was like, oh, Prince Charming. I'm rich. I'm successful. I work in the diamond business. You should come join me on this vacation. But let me tell you where the red flags, there were so many red flags. Before they ever exchanged money, there were so many red flags. Number 1 started with the first lady who we see, which was he invited her to go on a spur of the moment trip. Go pack your bags, come on my jet.
Well, like the first day they met.
Mm-hmm.
First day they met. Ain't no way.
Stupid.
I'm not going nowhere with you. And that's what makes me halfway feel bad about these women. Because I'm like, how low of a point in your life do you have to be that desperate to just throw all caution to the wind and take a cross the universe trip with someone on the first day that you meet them? I don't care if it's paid for or not.
Cross the universe. What they got on the spaceship?
They did, because that's what it had been. You took me to the moon. No. Wild. And then everything's kind of going good. And I think they're like texting through WhatsApp. That'd have been my second thing. I'm like,
baby, WhatsApp is where scammers live. Somebody like, I only use WhatsApp. Run away.
Immediately. Now, I do understand that WhatsApp, if people don't have like international plans on their phones, that man was what did he say he was? A billionaire, like
yeah.
diamond business. If he don't have enough money to get an international plan on his cell phone plan, then sweetie, I don't know what to tell you. You fell for that. That's wild.
That shit was crazy. Terrell, you seem like you had some strong feelings about this documentary got started. So please share your feelings with
They were so dumb. There's no way on earth I would do any of this stuff. Oh, but my money running low. Well, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate that your money ran low. Oh, they trying to get me. Oh, they trying to get you? Okay, well, that's unfortunate as well. Like, maybe I need to stay away from you before they try to get me.
Right, before they try
to. It's simple. Come on. These people were dumb. That's why they ain't get their money back. They're going to be paying their money back for the rest of their lives. That's worse than the student loan. They ain't going to get no forgiveness.
Man, that shit was insane. Like, and I think, like, I done got real old. And when I watch movies, I watch the first half and then I go take a nap and watch the second half. I don't know what is going on with me that I've started that. But I watched the first half and I was kind of feeling sorry for him a little bit. Because me as, like, an unmarried person and, like, trying to look for love and stuff, this shit hard. And you really want to believe the best out of people. But so I was like, I do kind of feel sorry for these women a little bit. But then I took a nap.
Yeah, you came to your senses. You woke up in your right mind.
Well, no, what happened? I woke up. But I watched the second half and I was like, you know what? I'm getting real annoyed with this. Like, because it kept going on and on. And it was like, I started getting annoyed because I was like, okay, this is all of these white women getting swindled and stuff. And they were taking out all these loans. And I was like, first of all, this couldn't happen to a black woman because one, a black woman ain't gonna fall for this. And two, a black woman would not have the access that they had like that. I was like,
one time I tried to get a $500 loan. They was like, they were looking at me strange. They was like, nope, no loan for you. I was like, damn. Like, this is a credit union. Y'all supposed to be hooking me up. They was like, nope.
What is going on? Like, to where you can just get back-to-back loans, like 50,000 here, 10,000 here, 70,000 here. Like, I was like, that. I started getting real annoyed. Like, shit, we could not get scammed even if we wanted to.
Yeah, no, I'm with Jamila here, where it says, fool me once, but they kept getting fooled because they did absolutely keep getting fooled. And I don't understand how. The moment, my thing is, if I'm in a dating app and I'm like dating you, and the moment you ask me for money, because he asked for money really quickly. It was not like it was months down the line. It was like a week or so into this, if not only a couple of days, where he's like, hey, I need to borrow some money from you, da-da-da-da-da. And I've been like, baby, I call your daddy, call your mama, call your auntie, call your cousin. There had to be a slew of people that you could call before you called me, and I ain't got it. I ain't got it.
I ain't got it. That would have been the end of my relationship, because I'd be, oh, they trying to kill you? You say you need $20,000 because they gonna kill you? I'll be, oh, man, I just got to know you. Aww.
Huge red. Asking for money is a huge red flag. Period. It'd have been the only flag. I didn't need another flag. I don't care if there was a flag right after it. Like, I don't need nothing else from you. I'm good.
Yeah.
No one thought maybe I should look these people up. Maybe I should look this guy up. If you're a billionaire, there's a picture of you. Was there pictures of him with his family? If you're a part of a $1 billion family, won't you have pictures with this $1 billion family? Won't you show up on the website or the something or
no, people
anywhere?
Was trying to kill him. He couldn't just take all these randy dandy pictures.
Why ain't nobody kill your whole family? Why were they just looking for you?
Yeah, I want to know something that I also thought. So my thing was, he sent those pictures of him and the bodyguard like beat up or whatever, and I was like,
ridiculous. The same pictures, like, oh no, and the bodyguard just like, oh my head. Insane. It was insane.
Yeah, there's just no amount of like needing, like, I don't think that there's anything that you could say to me when I first meet you that would make me give you money. Like, when because I'm gonna feel scammed regardless. I don't care. I'm like, and I don't know what that point is. Like, I don't know how many months it would take for me to be like, oh, they're not scamming me. Probably a ring. It would take a ring for me to be like, oh, okay. Like, we moved in together. I trust you. I have like done a full background check on you. I have met your mom, your dad, your sister, your cousin, your aunties, your nieces and nephews. Like, and then I still feel like I would need a ring and like marriage certificate, and then I still would be questioning why I'm giving you money. Like,
yeah.
Where's your job?
I was during this whole thing, I was trying to give these women like the benefit of the doubt and just be like, well, this is quite different from like you see like these little old ladies on Dr. Phil or something where they ain't never seen the guy, they ain't done no video calling, no meeting, but I was like, well, maybe it was because these women they met this guy and he did meet him, he did wine and dine for a little bit,
yeah.
But I was like, man, maybe that's what it is. But then I was like, no.
I think they got caught up in the lifestyle. They saw his lifestyle and they was like, oh man, private jets. Oh man, whatever I want, this and that. And then, so yeah, it's easy to get caught up in that stuff like that. But
they caught up.
Ain't nothing free. Nothing is free.
They were funding it. That's what I don't understand. You're getting caught up in this lifestyle, but you're literally funding this lifestyle. When you,
but not at first.
But I guess he's talking about like in the beginning, because in the beginning it was, but he was taking money from one first women.
Robbing Peter to pay Paul. He was out there. Give me some money. I need it. I was like,
that is
come on,
the
man.
black woman's creed. Look at all these beautiful black women in our chat. I ain't got it.
I ain't got it. And even then, I ain't got it. That is like motto. We could be married and I still be looking at you like, ooh, I ain't got it.
Well, let me ask y'all this. If y'all want to admit it or not, either one is fine. Or if you haven't, that's fine. But have y'all ever been involved in a scam? Have you ever been scammed?
Who?
No.
Who?
I've been scammed twice.
Damn.
Well, I've been scammed once, attempted scam a second time.
Oh, I would love to hear about these scams. What they trying to scam you with, sis?
And they little baby scams. Well, one was a baby scam.
Were they trying to sell you a Kirby vacuum cleaner?
First of all, yeah, that is one of the most popular scams. No. I was trying to go to an event and someone was selling a ticket and I bought the ticket through PayPal and then they deleted all the messages and everything and I was out of my $75.
I would be pissed.
Dang.
I would be pissed because
I wanted to take the whole internet and flip it upside down. I was
Looking for them.
because that's almost like you didn't really scam me. Like, that's so harsh because like you never think of like an event being a scam. Not for real. Like when you get to the event, it might have been a scam, but you never think like the coming up to an event is the scam part. But damn,
the event was real. That it was somebody like, oh, we can't go anymore, and the profile looked legit. And I consider myself to be fairly internet savvy. So like when I was like, let me look at this people's profile. It looks legit. Here's my hard-earned money. And then they ran off with it.
I don't mean to laugh at you, but yeah, that was your fault.
Superwoman 8, you right. And he was being rude too. He was out there cussing her out and stuff, leaving long 20, 30, 40-minute voicemails talking about something. I need my money. Give me my money.
What did I miss?
Still sent money.
I know. I keep missing the stuff at the bottom.
Superwoman 8 said, then had the nerve to be giving her the cold shoulder when she came to visit. If I send you $20,000 with my dumb ass, then you better be swinging it when I come. And I
know that's right.
Better be swinging.
I know that's right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, he was definitely like cussing her out, saying that he was gonna like hurt her and hurt her family. Like they know where their family is. And she still sent him money after that. And I was just like,
yeah.
Wow.
But I will say, because this documentary, and after I say this, then I'm going to talk about my big scam. That was just my little baby scam.
Oh, Lord.
No, somebody tried it, and it was like, no. The documentary is like, it goes over like these three women. It's Cecilia, which is the first one we meet, and then start with a P. Panilla? Something like that.
Man, they all were foreign. I was like, okay. Whatever. They was all foreign, so I was like, whatever your name is.
And then the third one was Eileen, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Cecilia, I'm sorry. I hate it because I really don't want to be somebody that's like, oh, this is what I do in this situation. This one, because you never know what you'll do in a situation. But
that's the first one? The first one?
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
I was like, Cecilia, baby.
Cecilia was dumb when she got on that plane and saw that woman and that child and was just like, oh, okay.
He's such a good dad. I was like, yeah, the baby mama and the baby and me and you. Come on now. Let's go. Come on.
Strange. And I've been in situations where like I've been cool with a baby mama, like cool. But like the first time y'all go somewhere, that was very, very, very strange.
But she paid.
Yeah.
Like she paid them and the bodyguard to be in on this. I really want to know.
It was crazy. And then Panilla, I can't remember that. The second girl. Now, she got scammed. She was a little dumb, but not quite as dumb as the first one. She literally did think she was helping out a friend. Because I think they said they didn't have much of a romantic bond. It was just like
they were friends.
Right. And okay, a friend, whatever. But Eileen, Oh, girl. Now I was in here cracking up laughing because the way she played him and
With the
started selling his
clothes.
little pants on eBay.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. When she started selling his, and then you put my stuff on eBay, you get yours. And I was like,
when he was calling, oh fuck you, you made an enemy out of me.
oh, and then like when he was sending pictures of like living in hostels, like, oh, I'm so sad, I'm in the hostel, I don't have money, and I was just like, good.
I was in here giggling with him at them pole mouthing at them hostels with that beard.
I was just like, how pathetic, number one, can you actually get? But yeah, and then y'all, what? Now let me tell you how you get scammed. When she said that American Express was like, stay where you at, I'm coming to you. I was like, baby, you in deep.
Yeah,
you
baby.
Because I ain't never heard of no bank, no credit card, nothing saying
Coming to your house.
I'll help you out, sis. I ain't never heard of nothing like that. And I was just like, what really, really made me sad was the ending where we realized like there is literally nothing you can do. You gave this person, like, you committed fraud for this person. Number one, you're lucky you're not going to jail. Let's start there. Because they were like faking bank whatchamacalls and check stubs. There you go. Fake check stubs.
Yeah, when he was like, I'm gonna hire you and this is your salary. And then American Express was like, okay, and gave her that credit increase.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like the people at the bank probably.
I ain't gonna say I wasn't intrigued.
Intrigued with what?
Is it that easy? You know,
man, we'd be so up under the damn jail.
They barely want to give us money off the real stuff we turn in, so they ain't gonna give you no money off the fake stuff neither. They're gonna double check, triple check.
And they're gonna fly down to that employment. They're gonna be like, hey, does this person work here? They making this much money? You double checking. I need to see a pay stub. Where's she at? Where's her office? We need to go talk to her. Does she think she's gonna get this loan?
That shit was insane. Yeah.
Insane. So when they came down to be like, hey, yeah, we have gotten lots of people who called in to gotten scammed by this man. Boy, do you not know? I would cry. They would probably have to admit me if I was this dumb.
She did say she went to the psychiatric ward. She did say.
Yeah.
The amount of debt that you are now in is just so substantial that I literally would just be like, nah, man, I'm okay. I'm cool. I'm going. I'm going to just exit stage left or right. Like, no. And then the fact that he didn't get in trouble.
Thank you, boo.
The fact that he is out there to scam and scam again is wild to me.
I think he did a little bit of jail time, but he still maintained.
Not for that, though.
Yeah.
No.
This is what he did in Israel. So they didn't even really get him with taking the money from them dummies, because they was dummies.
And I feel so bad for saying that, but they were dumb. And I mean, like, I get it. You are so, I hate that you were that deep in, like.
Boom, that's it right there. Read that comment, Kayla.
Child, we can't even go to the bank and get large amounts of our money. Ooh,
that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah. And we just saw that. We definitely just saw that with was it Ryan Coogler?
Ryan Coogler, yep.
Bank
to get his own money. It's like, we don't think you have that much money. You're trying to steal it.
This whole thing was so wild that he gave the bank teller his bank account information, his ID card, and she still, that's a nigga, don't do it.
So she didn't feel safe. She was, oh, this doesn't feel safe. Giving out money that don't belong to me.
Bang! There you go.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what, like, in the second half, I'm not gonna lie, they had me in the first half, but the second half, I was like, you know what, this couldn't have even been no black woman, not even.
And what's so crazy is he is out in these streets saying, hey, this is all lies. I want my own television show so I can tell you guys what's really going on and da 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 da. And I was just like, man, hang it up. But you know what he is doing now? He is being an Instagram influencer.
I heard. I didn't check it out, but I heard.
And I did see that he apparently was caught by a scammer. He was. And
what's his little name on Instagram?
It's Simon Leviev, something of that
so
nature.
He's still going by the Leviev thing.
Yeah. Apparently, he was contacted by a woman on Instagram saying that she could get his page verified. And he lost $6,664 to this woman. And like, it does not add up to.
I love that journey for him.
Millions that he lost, he got from these other women, but a little taste of his own medicine. I mean, a very minuscule taste of his own medicine. Y'all want to know something? I'd have went to wherever he was and beat his ass. Point blank period. He got shot.
Trying to beat somebody else.
I'm just saying, like, if I couldn't get my money back, I might at least get this lick in. I would have pretended like, okay. You know what? you know what? You want some money? Fly me out. Let me come see you. And then it has just been hands everywhere. Just complete hands. Because excuse me, sir.
Hey, Lonnie.
I can't get my money back, but you're definitely about to get these. I'm setting everything on fire.
Yeah. Wow. Go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He would have looked like how the bodyguard looked. Because, yeah.
What do I have to lose? Because, like, you have already put me in debt that I probably will never get out of.
No, never get out of that debt.
Homegirl, Cecilia, the girl number one, she was hurt. Poor thing.
Some of us will never.
I'm not laughing at him, but but that was dumb. All of that was dumb. This whole thing, I was like, how is this something that can happen to anybody for that amount of money? How can you just keep pulling out more and more and more loans? Nobody, like, none of the banks was like, the credit card company was like, okay.
Man, look, when I signed for my house, I was like, am I ready for this? Is this something that I need to do? Should I be doing this? And that was for me to fucking live in. Not for me to send overseas so homeboy could gas up his private jet. Like,
he had them fooled. He had them fooled big time.
Extra food.
But my big scam, I low-key commend them for getting on the TV admitting they got scammed this bad.
Right. Because I would have been like, I wish I had a time machine.
Yes, baby. The way I would have taken that to the grave. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely would have took that to my grave. They would have never found out. They would be like, all he had was this debt in this casket he bought before he got into the debt. And we gonna put him in the casket along with his bills and put him to rest.
Stupid. Well, I met a guy on a dating site. I want to say it was Plenty of Fish, and he lived in New York. So he said, shit, I don't know what was true, but he was a trucker. You know, truckers be liars. Anyway, he was a long distance truck driver, and we talked for like maybe 2 months.
Oh, wow.
And then he started getting real interested in my finances. How much you got saved? How much you got in retirement? How much can you withdraw? How long would it take to...
He was getting closer and closer every time he saw
just like that. And he was, every conversation we have, he was like, yeah, I'm going to start this trucking business and I want to buy a truck. And he was like, depending on how much you got in savings, I could marry you and then you can help me. And I was, no, I'm good on that.
No, marry me so I can help you. No, I'm okay.
And then he kept going on and on about, oh, how much he loved me and and just kept asking about my finances and stuff. And then when I wouldn't budge or I wouldn't tell him that I would give him money, then we stopped talking. So
surprise.
First of all, you love me in 2 months? You want to marry me in 2 months?
And answers like that when we first met. I ain't gonna say no names. They was like, "What's your credit score? What's this? What's that?" Like, what is going on? Like, why are you all in my business?
I know you.
And I live. I said I wasn't gonna say no names. I wasn't gonna say no names.
She knew that she wanted her mans, and you were the one for her, so she just had to double check and triple check for you.
Nah, she knew my credit was bad. She was like, "We know you got that bad credit." Trying to pull me with bad credit. I was like, yes, I was. I was trying to pull you with this bad credit. Driving your car. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pick up in Kirsten's car. Not in the Buick. I was stunting in front. I ain't even gonna lie. I was almost like the Tinder Swindler.
If y'all didn't know, if you've never listened to one of our podcasts, Terrell and Kirsten are cousins. They are cousins, so they grew up together, and it's so weird that we all at one point lived in the same town.
We did, so near and so far away.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
But I didn't even have to say Rhonda's name because somebody already called out in this chat because they know.
Yeah, that's right, Rhonda. Some stability, okay? She was making sure you was a little stable enough to take care of her.
But I wasn't though. I was out there struggling.
Oh Lord, and she made you better. It's okay. That's all.
She did. I'll give her that. I'll give her that.
Rhonda.
I do owe her.
Instead of embezzling $10 million from you, she built you up.
These women got nothing in return for their good, hard sacrifice.
Not even some good ding-a-ling for their trouble.
Just debt and heartache.
But Cecilia, my girl, Cecilia back out there. She was, you remember when they were like,
oh yeah, they was like, you stay off of Twitter, off of Tinder. She was like, hell no, I was on there the next day. I was on there right after. Soon as I spent all that little money, I was right back to it. I was like, you crazy.
I feel like Tinder was like, y'all can do this documentary. Ooh, why I say it like that? Anyhow, I feel like Tinder was like, yeah, y'all can do this little documentary. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, we got you. You can do what you're gonna do. Mm-hmm.
As y'all say, because at the end was, it's not about Tinder, it's about the people on Tinder. I was like, yeah, they probably had to get that clear.
Yeah, they had it. Make sure you put that on there. Put that disclaimer at the bottom.
Cecilia, okay, let's talk about this. Cecilia was on them dating apps, but if I had watched the Tinder Swindler and found out that she was in that much debt, baby, you would never get a date from me. Never. We are never going to be out of debt. I can't marry you. I'm sorry.
Cecilia believes in love, and you have to believe in love wholeheartedly.
But she don't believe in it ever owning nothing, because damn, all that debt was. She be lucky if she can get a cup of coffee like that.
Yeah, man. He really
wiped her out. He really wiped her out.
I almost was like, well, are the banks gonna like give her some forgiveness because they know what's going on? Are they gonna try to go after? No, they're not. You committed fraud. He actually, in the eyes.
Oh, he was smart as fuck. Cause his hands was off of it.
That's funny.
I don't know. That's a good question, because that would have been the first thing I did. Maybe I am corrupt, okay?
Filing bankruptcy. I don't think did it ever mention that she filed bankruptcy? I would imagine.
But they're in another country. The laws might be different over there.
I didn't forget that was another
new identity. I probably ran away and got a new identity. Like, I am someone new.
They ran away.
You better take her cue from Simon and start swindling other folks. Hi, it's me, Cecilia. I need to borrow $10,000 tonight. I love you. Hi.
I think I would have used whatever little bit of money that I had left. Let me get some fake passports. So I don't know who we get this stuff from. But I'd have found it out. I'm going to move to America.
Man, they was letting him get around. Wasn't nobody stopping him from moving around. Wasn't nobody like not letting him in their country. They would just let him go for whatever.
The amount of sheer bullshit he got away with is just insane. It was fucking insane. And
he got was being banned off of dating apps.
Yeah.
I was like, that's wild. You should be banned from credit card companies.
I'm about to say,
like WhatsApp, Instagram. You should not be able to contact anyone anymore ever again because
all you have to do is swindle a little bit more, buy a new identity.
Right.
I'm with it.
It was giving very much Anna. Y'all,
it was very much Anna Delvey, but I like Anna.
You like Anna?
I sure
Anna
do.
was.
Anna was. She's, people are stupid. I just don't understand how people just give away their money like that. People just
Let me tell you something.
Put it on my work card. Never.
The Tinder Swindler, that shit makes me mad because I don't like for people to swindle other people. But people who swindle corporations and stuff.
But she wasn't just swindling corporations. She was swindling people too.
Now, yeah, she did take it a little too far. But her biggest con was the corporation, though. Or at least that's what she was trying to do.
Yeah, I'm about to say she didn't even do it.
Huh?
Well, I'm talking when she was going to them banks.
She did get some money. She didn't get the big loan like she wanted, but I think, remember they transfer like, I can't remember what they called it, but they were like, part of your loan came through and we're going to transfer $200,000 into your account immediately. And then she started staying in them hotels like over and over again.
Yeah. The hotels were like, she swindled the hotels. She swindled the bank. She swindled her friends. And
now that was not cool.
Yeah, no. When she was out there, where were they? Morocco or something?
Yeah. That was not cool.
I was just like, when she was on the boat and stayed an extra couple days and then couldn't pay for that, I was just like, boy, and people kept giving her money.
That was actually very funny to me. Who get back on a boat like, oh, we all getting off? Okay. And then just goes back on the boat.
Let me tell you something. The power of the Caucasians, because again, this shit would not work.
No,
I'm just kidding.
I like a good scammer. I can't lie. But I don't like scammers that scam other people because I feel like I don't have the heart for that. I don't have the smarts to scam corporations, but people who can do it and like get stuff.
Yes.
You mean like those PPP loans people going to jail for now?
Yeah.
Are people going to jail for it? I heard they weren't even doing anything about them anymore.
I don't think they pursued them as strongly.
They got a few. They got a few. They was like, come with us. You and your Lamborghini.
Drive your Lamborghini over here.
They're getting people from PPP loans, but they're not getting the people who was up at that Capitol just destroying shit. But okay, whatever.
Yeah, that part. But I feel like they would go after the low hanging fruit, the ones in those in-home businesses. They got like scam those loans, but there were like a lot of like businesses that got hundreds of thousands of dollars and then still like didn't want to pay unemployment and like stuff like that, like some shady shit.
Yeah. I do remember like big companies like Amazon and stuff were able to get benefits from some stuff that happened. Yeah. And I was like, now them corporations you should be going after. And
tons of banks. And it was crazy. Like, but yeah.
It's definitely unfortunate. And like, back to the Tinder Swindler, it is very unfortunate that these women got scammed. I halfway feel bad for them just because I know they had to be in a low place of their lives. But that is the only reason that I feel bad for them. Other than that, you should have been a little smarter. You should have talked to someone. You should have asked someone. I mean, anyone off the street probably could have told you that was a bad idea.
Who is this TJX6? Who is this king so that I may follow him?
Ooh, he was scamming corporations and then people how to do it in rap songs.
I love a scam king and a scam goddess.
Definitely gonna have to figure out What's that about?
Oh my
Y'all,
goodness.
there is a podcast, a fellow podcast, the black girl that's on the new iCarly reboot. The new iCarly reboot. Her name is Lacey. I can't think of her last name. But anyway, she has a podcast called Scam Goddess where she talks about
Mosley.
She talks about Lacey Mosley. She talks about scams, and she talks about it in a way like kind of uplifting the scam artists. It's not like a come to justice podcast. We're gonna talk about the scammer and how they were brought to justice. It's more like kind of breaking open the scam and like looking at all the moving parts and explaining all this stuff. And it's a pretty funny podcast. She's pretty funny. Mm-hmm. It's a good one. And I'm like, I like this.
She won for Best Crime. Her podcast won for Best Crime at iHeartRadio Awards. So go Lacey Mosley.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who that is or who y'all talking about and what is an iCarly.
Well, iCarly is a Nickelodeon show that.
Oh.
Yeah, but and they.
Well, do you know? You the same age as me.
I like little kid shows. Let me tell you, I watch little kid shows and be cussing at it. I'll be like,
all the time.
I talk to them like they're adults. I'll be like, you let that little bitch in your house and see what she did. Yeah. One of my guilty pleasures. But no, they rebooted the show and they like changed. Everybody's all about diversity now, so they kind of changed the casting. But anyway, she is on that show and she has that podcast, Scam Goddess. So look into that if you into scams, if you love a scam goddess and a scam king.
I stay away from scam goddesses, scam kings. I just go to work. I'm here to work. That is all. I ain't here for no scams.
You need to know about that stuff so you can recognize scams.
Oh, I know how to recognize a scam. Anybody coming and talking to me, you trying to scam me.
Not all scammers will come talking to you, Terrell. How about that?
What you mean? How are they gonna scam me?
You sound like the old man at the credit union. I don't know how they got all the money out of my account.
That I am.
Let me tell you, Atlanta is scam capital USA, and Florida is scam capital universe.
So I can tell you that I almost got scammed. Not really a scam. But
so I tell my scam story. No, now you gonna tell yours?
But I wasn't scammed. That's the thing. So me and my best friend, who's out here in the chat with us, we went to IKEA, and there was a guy outside. And me doing stuff quickly. And number one, I didn't want to do it no way. There was a guy outside, and I'm like, maybe he works for IKEA. I don't know. But he was like, hey, how you doing? I'm just trying to make some money today. I'll load this stuff into the cart for you. And I was like, cool. I don't want to do it, and you look like you need some money, so I'm gonna give you some money. I gave him like $25. I cashed up him $25. Let me tell you where the scam came in. Now, I get that part wasn't a scam. He did what he promised he would do. Goods and services were exchanged. The scam came with he accepted my $25 and sent me another request for another $25 and said that it didn't come through. I immediately blocked him. Immediately blocked him.
I know that's right.
Scam.
Ooh, the IKEA people do it for the free.
Okay, first of all, she had left me alone by myself.
You did get scammed, actually.
I wanted to help this poor young man. He looked like he needed.
That's right. It was your little baby scam. Yes, he do. It's your old baby scam. Yes, you did.
I cannot be trusted to be left alone because if I will, like the people who are like water boys and stuff like that, especially if they're kids, I don't see that as a scam.
He wasn't no kid. He was a big old dusty grown man.
But when I see our people, number one, for the most part, and it's like there's something, I don't see that as a scam. Like, do I think sometimes like, yeah, they're probably out here doing this for the wrong reasons? Probably. But if I have a little something to give them, if I have some cash on me or something like that, leave me alone. I will try and help them because they my people. He did want $50. I gave him $25. He really tried to come back for that other $25.
You gave him too much anyway, but okay.
But see,
you got it like that.
You know what? That $25 could have been his meal for 2 days, 3 days. Who knows?
He got a phone. He got cash out. He all right. The phone was on, wasn't it? Phone bills ain't cheap.
Stop shaming me.
Unless he had like a Boost Mobile or something like that. Boost Mobile still a thing?
But I still don't see that as a scam. Like, baby, if you, I don't know, y'all. My
He was
moral
a
ground.
scammer.
Leave me alone.
And I will accept my apology in cashier's checks because I was like, at the beginning, at the top of the hour, I was like, has anyone ever been scammed? No, not me. I would never, ever.
So do you guys think that giving money to like people who say they're homeless is a scam?
In the way that it happened to you, it was. It was a scam attempt.
Thank you. So I wasn't scammed.
I don't know. I ain't never been scammed. I don't even play that. Not even a little bit. Matter of fact, the people that try to scam me over the phone, I go along with them. Like, oh, we about to cut your power off. I'm like, oh, for real? Man, I was like, well, how can I stop from my power getting cut off? What can you do to help me? They was like, here's what we can do. What's your name? Steve Rogers.
Steve is funny.
Yeah,
Steve
you
Rogers.
ain't never, ever,
no,
in some small capacity,
never
paid for something that you weren't supposed to, or
okay. Nope. Because I stay away from people.
That's the true remedy. Stay away from people. You will never get scammed if you just
stay away from people.
I feel like all of us in here, maybe except for Kirsten, are a lot more not even introverted, because I feel like I'm an introverted extrovert, but I'm not going to be around a lot of people.
Oh, baby, you just don't know, honey. I don't like people at all.
Yeah.
But I don't like people.
Yeah, everybody knows you don't like people.
Well, they generally suck. So,
yeah.
There's that.
There is that. But yeah, like, to wrap up the smoothie portion, more power to y'all. Y'all, if any man, any woman, I don't care who it is, comes up to you and asks for money within a day, a week, a year of knowing you, and like you haven't met their people, you haven't seen them go to a job, you haven't seen them do any of it, don't give them no money. Don't give them no money.
Because anybody flying around on jet don't need your money.
No.
Exactly. What you gonna do? You can't even fuel up his jet with the money you got.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a good one. If anyone with a jet asks you for money, baby, it's don't do it. Don't do it. Even $1, like, it's too much.
$1 is too much.
$1 is too much.
Well, do we have any final thoughts before we go into our best, worst, weirdest?
No. My best weirdest will be in my final thoughts.
Terrell, do you have any angry thoughts? Because you generally.
I mean, this whole thing was a waste. Unless these people got paid or somebody paid their debts off, it was no reason for them to do this. Y'all was real dumb. Y'all got caught up looking real stupid. And then y'all want to get on TV. That one lady was like, she was about to have a nervous breakdown. I just can't believe it. I don't think I'll ever. Like, bruh, you didn't have to do it. I was
wondering if the money from the documentary, like, that's why she agreed to do it. If that paid off her debt and then some.
I hope so. I really do hope so.
Because then I would have been, yes, I will participate in your little documentary. Let's start today. Let's start filming today. All right, guys. Well, we're going to go into our best, worst, weirdest segment. If you listen to the podcast, then you know all about that. But if you don't, this is where we talk about the best part of the film, the worst part of the film, and the weirdest part. And we all give our final opinions on what we think those three things were with our films. Terrell, how about we start with you, you angry son of a gun?
The best, there was nothing good about this at all. The best would have been if they had never done it in the first place.
Wait, done the documentary or done the film?
Yes, done the documentary. Whatever happened to them happened to them. Stuff happens to people all the time. They don't get no documentary about it. The worst was how they were just showing how this dude was just balling out of control with their money. He was like, every night, ordering all the places knew him. They was like, oh, he's living it up. Everybody knew him by name. Him and the bodyguard, him and the baby mama and the baby. They own in Maybachs and Ferraris and whatever else. Kind of extravagant. He all he wore was what, designer stuff. I was like, that was stupid. And then the weirdest was that if I take out one loan for you, that's one loan too many for somebody who has billions of dollars. You could never get me caught up taking out a loan for you to help you do anything. I don't care who's after you. They just gonna have to catch you because I ain't gonna help you.
Absolutely.
They just have to catch you.
They gonna have to. Who after you? You better keep on flying around in that jet. Don't let it land.
Right.
Gas it up and keep going.
You just gonna have to get.
So he's just gonna be flying around in a jet like Carmen Sandiego. He ain't never
Pretty
land.
much. Yeah, never land. Yeah. Never land.
Fair enough. Well, I would say, was that your weirdest, Terrell?
Yes. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I would say the best part of this was Eileen's story about, just like how Rhonda just said, about her selling his shit online. He was my pants. Oh, give me back my shit, you bitch. It's so wonderful when scammers get scammed. It is just beautiful, poetic justice. It's beautiful. So that was the best. And then the worst would be just watching this poor girl just like, oh Lord, this poor girl like mentally break because she just trusted. And like I said, it's stupid. I don't think I would be involved in that, but I felt bad for her because she was just trying to find love. She just went about it a dumbass way. But
was she trying to find love, or was she trying to be in the mix? Because you see all that luxury. Yeah, but you see that luxury and you're like, ooh, private jet, ooh, nice fancy car, ooh, dinners, stuff I never ate before.
Well, but here's my thoughts on that. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting that life. If that's what you wanted, I don't think there's anything with wanting that. That's what you wanted, and you found a man that could give that to you, or so you thought, that could give that to you and loved you, and then hey, whatever. So I mean, they wanted that lifestyle, and they paid a pretty penny for it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the worst part, watching that. And the weirdest was just, I feel like this documentary did not show enough of the loving part of that relationship. So when we get into, hey, welcome back.
My phone's like a hater. It overheated and cut off.
It's okay. I was just in my weirdest, and then you'll be next.
Okay.
I think the weirdest part was the documentary did not show enough of the loving part of their relationship, because it was like we met and he took me to dinner and we went on a vacation, but like we didn't really get a lot of him professing his love and her doing the same. So
I don't think that happened.
Right.
I mean, they text back and forth for a while, like, and because when they printed out all the text messages, it was pages and pages and pages of them just talking. So when we get into the second act of the documentary, it's like the scam happens, and then I know, like, we're sitting at home like, you crazy bitch, you should have known that. But this girl claimed she was really in love with this fool. So yeah, I think that was kind of the weirdest thing. It was like, okay, it wasn't convincing enough to me that she would even actually fall for that. But I mean, maybe she did. I don't know. So that was my best, worst, and weirdest. Kayla?
So my best was, I am glad that they did the documentary so that they got this out, so that he was not able to do this to more people. It could be more widespread than what it already was. So that is my best. I am actually okay and glad that these brave women decided to come on to Netflix and share their story. So that's my best. My worst was that this happened in the first place and that they were stupid enough to be caught up in it. It's pretty bad. It's pretty worst. My weirdest is that they did not run for the hills after the first time. Asking me for $20,000 and then never really getting the money back would have definitely been the biggest flag that I needed to be like, never mind. I don't think that this is gonna work for me. I don't care how much you threaten me. I don't care who you say is coming after me. I can't do this. So that's my weirdest, that no one was like, after that first time they gave the money, they weren't like, something's not right about this situation here. So that is my best, worst, and weirdest.
Okay. Cool.
Right.
Well, next we'll go into our, what are we binging this week after watching the Tinder the Tinder Swindler.
Tinder on the roof.
Tinder on the jet. What are you binging, Terrell? What you watching this week?
Caught up on Grand Crew. It's turning around for me. I'm enjoying it now. Watching Abbott Elementary, of course. That came back.
Yes.
See what else. Watching Grownish, catching up on that.
Okay.
First
all solid choices, all solid picks. As for me, I'm watching
CBS.
Yes, the CBS show. And it's so cute. It is such a cute little show. And like, since I don't like moving to this house and I don't watch scary movies and stuff like I used to. So I was like, do I want to watch this? Should I? But it's not like spooky horror scary. It's really, really cute. And it has our guy from Pitch Perfect in it. I can't never remember his name. And it has an influencer that I've been following for a while. Body Courage, she's in it. And like, if you don't follow her, she's hilarious.
I know. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. At first I was like, what is she talking about? I like her.
She is so funny. Oh my God. So yeah, she is in it and has a pretty big part. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I've been watching that and that might be it. I'm caught up on Grand Crew. I love that show. I love it. And Abbott too. Abbott Elementary. It's really great. So yeah, that's what I'm watching this here week. Kayla?
I took a dip back to the early 2000s and I am rewatching That's So Raven.
I did that a few months ago.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite shows growing up. Sometimes I just like to take a trip down memory lane. So I have been watching, I think I'm on season 2 now. And it's just as great as it was when I was a kid.
How many seasons
That's the only thing I really
I think it's like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah,
really?
4 or 5 seasons.
That show was on for that long, huh?
It was
that
a long
show did
lasting.
very well.
It was very popular.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
that show did
I don't know.
well.
I didn't really get into it, so. Was that the same time with
Holder would have
One-on-One was out?
worked.
I don't know.
Was that around the same era?
Came out a little later.
Oh,
I think slightly later, but I'm not sure. Because 101 came out in the mid 90s, right? Late 90s?
no.
One-on-One.
Maybe late 90s. Late, early 2000s.
Their final episode was May 2006. So it ran from 2001 to 2006, One-on-One. And that, so Raven ran from, put my glasses on, 2003. 2003 to 2007. So they did have a little overlap.
Okay.
Yeah, I was watching One-on-One, not That's So Raven. And probably because I didn't have cable, so I probably was watching what I could.
But also, One-on-One was a little bit more adult than That's So Raven was. So I could see why you would have chosen to watch One-on-One versus That's So Raven. Not gonna say that you were old or anything, but like
you never ever miss an opportunity to call us old. So
I resent that. You are young people at heart.
See there.
And
See
I would
there?
never.
That is just another way to call somebody old. You know, you're young at heart. Anyway, first of all, Rhonda, you used to play that card, but now, baby, you up there with us now.
Really,
If
is the shoe fit?
yeah, if the shoe fit, you can
Wow.
wear it too.
Ooh.
Sorry, love you, boo. Sorry. Well, that is our live. Our first live was a success. We had some technical
Yay.
stuff going on, but we got it together. We got it together. So yeah. But so thanks everybody. We hope you enjoyed chatting with us. We are going to try and do these once a month in addition to the podcast. And Sips and Scripts episodes come out every other Tuesday. We'll be posting about them, so stay tuned and make sure to follow us at Sips and Scripts Podcast on Instagram. And if you've got a suggestion for a film that you want us to talk about, or if you want to add to the conversation, you can leave us a voice message on Instagram in our DM, or there is a spot on Anchor where you can leave a voicemail. You can find the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, and we're on YouTube. So, yeah. And the absolute best way to support our show is to share it with a friend, because it's all about those almighty views, and we need them. We need your support. So please share with a friend, and when you see us post, please give us a like or share or comment or something to show us support. That is the best and the most inexpensive. I mean, it's free. It's the best way to support us. Support. Yeah. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
We will see you around.
Right. Thanks again.
Bye. We love you. Scammers unite. Woo-hoo.
You know,
Okay. See you later.
All right.